Hello, it is time for today's lesson. So, the quote for today: self created drama is the worst kind of drama there is. And you may ask yourself, why is it the worst kind of drama? Because it's drama that you create in your own life. If you look up the word drama in the dictionary, although we don't really use dictionaries, well, paper dictionaries, we look everything up online these days. So if you go look up the word dictionary, not dictionary, you don't want to look up dictionary, you want to look up drama online. And a part of one of the definitions says creating chaos in your life or in the lives of the people around you. So, of course, self created drama is when you create drama in your own life. And you may say, like, how do I create drama in my own life? Well, sometimes we make choices and decisions that, although, all kinds of warning bells go off in our head about something that we probably shouldn't do, we do it anyway. And then when it doesn't work out the way we wanted it to work, we have the nerve to be upset about it or to wonder why that didn't turn out well. It's we created some drama of our own making. So, of course, I have a story. I always have a story. And as usual, it starts out years ago. This is another college story. A lot of these stories are stories that I didn't tell my mom about until after I graduated and I was grown and too big for her to do anything about. This is one of those stories. So I have one of my friends, and I never use names, but if you find yourself in one of my stories, like if you don't tell anybody it was you, I won't tell anybody it was you either. Okay, our secret. And so when I was in college, one of my friends invited me to go out with her one night. And I had been raised sheltered, single mom, very protective. And so I didn't go to my first sleepover till I was like in seventh grade. And even then, she was there to pick me up at like 7 o'clock the next morning, like coming to get her child. It's time to go home. But anyway, so I had never had a lot of exposure to like going out and partying and hanging out and all that stuff. That just was not my upbringing. That was just not the mama I had. And so I get to college and, start making friends and doing all of these things. And not, I shouldn't say doing all of these things because now y'all going to have all kind of ideas in your head about things I did well, the things I did when I was in college, which I didn't do all kinds of things when I was in college. I just started making friends and became a little bit more social, is what I'm saying. So one of my friends invited me to go to a party. And so at first I was like, okay, sure, this should be fun. And then she told me it was a bachelor's party or bachelor party. Now, all kinds of bells started going off in my head, but this friend was very convincing. And my roommate at the time, she warned me. She said, Deirdre, I don't think you should go. And I said, oh, it'll be fine. It'll be fun. I think, she'll take care of me. I'll be safe. She said, Deirdre, I don't think you should go. Well, I went. So I left with this friend and we went to this bachelor's party. Again, sheltered upbringing. Of course, I'd never been to a bachelor's party in my life. So we get here, and sure enough, it's a bachelor party. And there are just a whole bunch of bachelors. Well, probably some of them were married, but it was mostly bachelors. She and I were there again, and I'm a freshman in college. I'm 17 years old because I went to college when I was 17. And I'm probably the youngest person there. And I'm sure it's illegal in every state and every country for a 17-year-old to be at a bachelor party. But anyway, whatever. So we go to this party and we're hanging out. And I just go find a nice quiet corner and just kind of sit because by now I'm scared and I'm regretting, like, why did I do this? I should have listened to my roommate. If my mama finds out, she is going to kill me. And so we're there at the party. And so finally, I'm like, I'm ready to go. I want to go back to campus. Well, I look for my friend and I can't find her anywhere. I don't know where she is. So now I'm really scared. I'm like, oh, Lord, this is not good. This is not good. This is not good. And, like I said, I went to Dillard. We had curfews back then. I don't know if they still do. If you weren't back on campus and in your residence hall by a certain time, they locked the door. And if they did room checks, you got written up. So now I'm like, oh Lord, I'm going to get written up. I'm going to get put out of school. My mama is really going to kill me. And so finally, my friend reappears. And I told her, I'm ready to go. I want to go. I want to go back to campus. And so she introduced me to, oh, I made some new friends. Here are our new friends. And, they're going to give us a ride. And I'm like, okay, I probably shouldn't get in the car with them, but I really want to go back to school. So we leave this bachelor's party. She gets in the front with one of the guys, and I get in the back seat, and I'm looking at him like, yeah, yeah, don't even think about it. I'm just trying to get back to campus. So the driver decides he wants to go park for a little while, and so him and my friend can talk and get to know each other a little bit. And so I'm sitting there like, oh my goodness, my mama is going to kill me. And so we're sitting there, and I just want to go back to campus. All of a sudden, this bright white light comes on and gets closer and closer and closer to the car. It's the police. And I'm thinking, Lord Jesus, have mercy on my soul. I'm going to jail and my mama's going to kill me. The police shine the light in the car. Are you ladies okay? What are you doing? And I'm like, I just want to go back to school. I just want to go back to campus. And so, literally, they say, are you all students? Yes, we are. Where do you go to school? We go to Dillard. We're going to take you back to school. You ladies need to go back to school. I'm relieved. I'm just glad I'm not going to jail. So we get out of the car with these guys, they put us in the police car, and they take us back to campus. Now, again, it's already past our curfew, so I know we're about to be in big trouble and possibly get expelled. So we tell them, oh, just drop us off right here at the gate. Our dorm is right there. We're going to walk because if we cannot go back to campus in a police car, we're going to be in some serious trouble. So they let us out. We go walking on campus like we're going back to our dorm until they pull off. And then we go to a payphone and call our friends to say, hey, we're back. We know the doors are locked. We need you all to let the fire escape down so we can get back into the dorm. Now, back then, the fire escape was one of those big rattling ladders where you got to pull the chain up and let the ladder down and pull. That was the fire escape back then. I don't know if they still have those. So they decide, okay, cool, which fire escape, we'll let y'all in, we'll get y'all back into the dorm. So we go around to the backside of the dorm. They're letting down the fire escape. We're getting ready to, get back in the dorm, go to our room like we've been there all night. Thankfully, there were no room checks that night. And lo and behold, just as they let it down, security comes on the little golf cart around the corner. Well, of course, we take off running because if we get caught, we are seriously going to be in a whole lot of trouble and probably get expelled. And again, my mama's going to kill me, so life was going to be over. And so we take off running off campus and just to escape security. We go to one of the little waiting bus bench houses, whatever. So, because we can't get back on campus and we're too scared to try again. So, where do we spend the night? Sleeping on a bus bench. This is New Orleans, almost 40 years ago. It was a lot safer then than it is now, but still, I'm sure that was not the smartest thing for us to do. But we did it anyway. I created that drama. I was stressed out. I was worried. I thought sure I was going to get kicked out of school. The next morning, we wake up. We go waltzing into our dorm like we just came from the cafeteria for breakfast. Self-created drama. Bells going off in my head saying, don't do it, don't do it, don't do it. But I did it anyway. That was a lesson for me. Did I learn that lesson the first time? Of course not. Did I go to any more parties with that friend? I did. I was young and stupid back then. I'm a whole lot older right now and a whole lot less stupid. I don't create drama in my own life anymore. Situations and circumstances that are going to bring that to me, I cut them off. So look at your life. Ask yourself, do I create any drama in my own life? If you do, make the decision to make a change. Don't create drama in your own life. You'll be a whole lot happier if you don't. Remember our hashtags, life lessons, words of wisdom, listen and learn. So listen to me. Learn from my drama. Don't create any in your own life. I'll see you next time. Signing off.